Duet by Hobbyzone. Fun little starter plane. Super light. A heads up for all those people out there who lose stuff and cry and say it's crappy product. It'll run you about $60, but Horizon has a little bit of a warranty, so they stand by their products. Unlike most of these guys out there, the plane weighs under 70 grams easily with the battery. It came with two little cones attached to the top of the propeller. But I removed them. In the directions it told you that they were glued down. I was trying to upgrade the props and decided, yeah, I'm going to just leave it alone. But it gives it a more of a scale look. It comes with one battery. I ended up buying two from my hobby store. For $5 a piece. You can get a better deal online. Generally, they give them away. Especially like Hobby King or something like that, you get a better deal. They're a 25C discharge, 3.7, 150 milliamp battery. Do not fly this plane above 5 miles per hour wind, and I would say that's pushing it. On a windless day, this is a perfectly fun little plane. It has a gyro stabilizer as far as side to side, but it will not get you the stabilization, the up and down motion, which leaves it up to be a little bit of a fun challenge. Basically, the scariest thing you got to worry about is if the wind speeds it up and slams it into the ground. That's why you don't want to go in wind. It has a 300 feet, 150 meter range. But I would keep it at about 150 feet, about 75 meters. It's white. It's going to get lost. It'll get tossed away. So you don't want to disobey those rules that they give you. Gives you great orientation with the two stripes under the wing. It has the 7mm brushed motors, which isn't plenty of power, but it's plenty of power for the beginners. You do not need to be going fast. Don't think that you're big and bad and you need to go fast and furious, because you honestly don't. And like I said, if you catch a little bit of wind, it'll actually get you about 20 miles per hour in. So it'll go quite fast enough for the most part. Really fun plane. Takes around 45 minutes for it to charge. It has a 5-minute flight time, and the wheels are removable. They come off quite easy. The rear wheel is not removable. It's glued in. You can see the glue. They did a pretty good job with that, with the glue in. The hatch, however, is taped on, and you can do a manual adjustment of the throw by squeezing the little needle. The steering rod. It has a micro flight controller in there with the little teeny micro servo for the up and down motion. Elevator is, I think that's what they call it. And it has differential thrusts for the turning. So it does a pretty nice little turn. Nothing too quick. This is about as fast as the turns you're going to get, something like that. But it's pretty good, so you can keep it in a really tight spot. Like I said, it weighs under 100 grams easily. So one thing that I wouldn't do, probably around 50 grams, if that, is fly it above the regulated 5 mile per hour wind. I'd actually try and do it on a windless day. It's a fun challenge in the wind, though. I mean, a little scary, especially if you're a beginner pilot, but it literally will take off in less than 2 feet of runway, 2 to 3 feet of runway, if you put it on the ground. So it doesn't need a huge surface area to take off. The wheels are pretty good for the most part. I took off in what was some hard mud, but it was like smooth kinda from the tractors running over it. But it's a fun little plane. I recommend it. It's around 60 US, but again, it is a hobby zone by Horizon Hobby. So they're not gonna be dirt cheap. But you're looking at name brand. When you're looking at warranty, name brand, you're gonna spend a little bit more than the Chinese dealers, but it comes with some type of warranty. And the carrying case is actually great for protecting it. You put your little remote in there. With the remote, it's gonna flash right when it's done. Other than that, it's gonna stay a solid red. And I actually use mine for the carrying case to protect it. And it has a few little slots for batteries. I mean, they know you want more than 5 minutes of flight time, so they're just like suggesting, go ahead and get 4 batteries, you know. So yeah, go on the website and grab you a few extra batteries online. And you can get a good deal. It's a really fun little plane. I mean, you can almost it's so perfect on the CGs. I mean, let me just get it out there. It's so perfect on the CGs. I mean, it literally stays. Whoa. It literally stays like perfectly leveled out on when you get to the perfect CGs. It's just like just sitting there. You know, it's very light. I can blow it, and it'll fall. But it's a fun little plane. Has a Velcro strapping right there. This canopy right here is glued on, and the actual to get on the inside, there's pieces of tape around the side. It'd be great if they put some really tiny like pinhead earth magnets. That would have worked great. But you want to keep the weight down on this because it definitely has just enough power to get up with the little 7mm brush. Uses a 3.7 battery. I'm sure there's some guys out there that maybe upgraded it, but we're gonna leave it like it is. It's a fun plane. I recommend it for a person who really hasn't flown. It is a good toy that you can pick up at your local hobby store with no issues finding it for the most part because of the Horizon Hobby logo is found everywhere. Hope you guys like the showing of the Horizon Hobby Duet. Have a great day.